Hi all, Mortgage Nerd here again, talking again about why we feel there's a recession coming. So as you can see here on these charts, I know it's a lot of information here, but look at my cursor where I'm doing circular motion over here towards the bottom left. That's the 2-year treasury. So if you remember up here at the top right, this is the 10-year treasury. The 10-year, when the yield over here on the right, 2.4, gets below the 2-year, which is right now at 2.25, that's usually where we see a recession coming soon after that. We're close, we're flirting on that line, we're really close to it now. But as you can see on the charts, let's get back to the charts, the 10 is very close. It's a 2.4 versus the 2-year at 2.25. But let's look at other treasury yields. So the 5-year treasury is 2.19. That's already inverted. That's already less than the 2-year. The 7-year is really close. It's flirting with it. Today it's separated by 2 basis points. You see this one went down -6. This one went down by 8 basis points. So there were 2 basis points closer when we closed out yesterday. So the 7-year is very close to it, but the 10-year, that's the real indicator. When we see that 10-year go below the 2, that's when we know you're going to start hearing a lot more talk about the recession. So come back to me here. And again, I said last time, it's nothing to be worried about. It's nothing to be scared about. Recessions are normal, but for what we talk about, mortgages and real estate, it's not a bad thing. When there are recessions, what happens? A recession means that less money is being spent. Consumer confidence is down. So that means that as an economy, people are spending less. They say, let me hold my money just in case. So when that happens, the Fed and the government, they want to stimulate the economy. They want that money to start being spent. So what do? They lower interest rates. When they lower interest rates, the interest rates that we pay on different things, on adjustable rate mortgages, they'll buy bonds, they'll buy treasuries to bring the mortgage rates down, the fixed rates. This causes people to spend more, to go out and buy more real estate, to buy new cars, to buy TVs. So look for the silver lining. When the recession comes, rates are going to drop. You're going to be able to spend more. Just plan for it. Don't over plan. Don't not spend or anything now. Just make sure you have your savings. Make sure if you are an investor, save that money. But at the same time, I want to warn against those who think that this next recession is going to be like the last one. It's not going to be a huge drop in values. Are there going to be foreclosures? Yeah, if someone loses their job and they can't afford it, they're going to go into foreclosure and you might get a great deal. But it doesn't mean it's going to be like last time. So if you say, I'm not going to buy now, or I'm not going to invest in that property now because I'm waiting for the next recession, you might be wrong. You might actually find yourself losing out on appreciation on whatever property you would buy now for the next 2 years. So if appreciation is 6% on a $300,000 property, that's $18,000 a year for 2 years, plus the money you paid down on that principal. You could have $50,000 in equity. And then you're getting into a new property that maybe you're getting $40,000 under market value at that time. So think about all these things. It doesn't mean don't spend. If you're in the market now to invest, invest and hold. If you're thinking about refinancing because it makes financial sense now, then maybe it's better to do it now. But if you're not, we have some opportunity coming in the future whenever that recession comes, 2020, 2021. So that's all. Mortgage Nerd here. Just wanted to go through some more of this information for you. Remember the inverted yield curve? You heard it here first, or if you heard it somewhere else, hopefully I told you a little bit more that you might not have known. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. Phil Stevenson, Mortgage Nerd, at PS Mortgage Lending is my company. Thanks.